In this video, we are talking about my 5 favorite things about Seabeck, Washington. We're going to get that going right now. What's up, everybody? It's Cassandra Lopez with the Living in Bremerton channel. If you're new to the channel, you're going to want to go ahead and subscribe. This channel is all about living in Bremerton. So whether you are already here, maybe you're traveling here for the first time, be sure and subscribe. Tap that little bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video, and you can reach out to me directly. This is my cell phone and my email. Feel free to call, text, or email if there's anything I can do to support you guys. Seabeck, Washington. Seabeck is the westernmost community in Kitsap County. It sits along the Hood Canal. It gets the most fabulous sunsets ever, and it faces the Olympic Mountains. So you have plenty of water and mountain views. So my first favorite thing about Seabeck, Washington is all of the bald eagle sightings. So can we just all agree that bald eagles are pretty much the most majestic creatures in the universe? I personally love them. I never tire of seeing them, especially right now in springtime and in summertime when they're just out in droves. Just such a magical event to witness. And there is no shortage of eagles in Seabeck. So the cool thing about our community is that if there's a known eagle's nest anywhere, could be on private property, could be on commercial property, that the nest and the little bit of surrounding area around that is protected. And so you can't do any clearing within a certain radius of this eagle's nest because it's a protected species. So I think that's really cool. I think the largest eagle's nest ever discovered on record was something like 10 feet in diameter and 20 feet deep and was like 30 years old or something ridiculous. Eagles use their nests year over year unless they just can't anymore. But man, talk about it. And I think they also found one in Ohio that weighed like 2 tons. Like, just, can you guys even imagine a bird's nest that weighs 2 tons? My second favorite thing about Seabeck, Washington is Big Beef Creek, specifically the inlet into the Hood Canal. So if you've watched my dash cam video about Seabeck, touring Seabeck in my car, I actually stop at Big Beef Creek and I get out and I kind of look around and show you around a little bit. So this is actually a great sighting spot for the eagles we just talked about. So like in the summertime, if you're driving through there, Seabeck Highway 1's right over that. And there will be photographers, professional and amateur alike, just lined up on the side of the road with their big lens cameras out, just trying to get a shot of these just amazing eagles or whatever else. There's herons, there's all kinds of birds out there. Eagles seem to be the fan favorite though, right? So anyway, bring your lawn chair, stay a while, have lunch, whatever. It's just such a gorgeous place to sit and relax. Even though it is right on the side of the road, who cares? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful spot. I highly recommend. So just down the road from that Big Beef Creek crossing is my third favorite thing, was the Seabeck General Store. The Seabeck General Store was built in 1933. It was originally there to service like the logging community that used to be out in Seabeck. It used to double as a post office. So it was half store, half post office. The post office has since relocated to a different part of Seabeck. But the general store still has all the groceries, all the stuff. You can get anything from a gallon of milk to fishing supplies. Like, it's great. It's right on the Hood Canal, right at the Seabeck Marina. So like boaters from out of the area can come in and restock and have lunch and do their thing and enjoy their afternoon there. There's actually also like a morning men's group that has a key to the store so they can let themselves in, start the coffee, sit around and have their morning conversation before the store owner even opens up the store. And I believe the owner actually lives above the store, like in the same building. In that same video I just talked about, when I did my dash cam tour of Seabeck, I actually get out and walk around the marina and the general store as well. So it's that cute little farmhouse style looking yellow building. There's a Seabeck pizza right there. So you really can't miss it if you're on Seabeck Highway. It's like the only little general store you'll see. So that was it. My fourth favorite thing about Seabeck is that you feel like you're camping, but you're just at home. Seabeck is pretty rural. Some parts of it are way out there. So think nothing but tree canopies, nothing but peace and quiet. It's just the most phenomenal experience once you get out there. There are a lot of trails out there. Guillemot Cove is one of my favorite. If you have dogs, this is a no dog trail, so no dogs are allowed on the Guillemot Cove trail. But you get down there and there's this cool little, well, it's a tree house, but it's basically a tree stump that's probably, it's taller than I am. I don't know, maybe 10 feet tall, right? 8 feet tall, somewhere around there. And somebody put a little roof on it. So it's a tree stump with a roof. And then you can climb inside. The inside is totally hollowed out. And there's a little like geocache box in there. So you leave something there. You're not supposed to take anything, but you're supposed to leave something like Cassandra was here, right? Like you leave whatever you want, whatever would be cool for somebody to find. So that's kind of nice. And then you can climb down the trail a little bit farther and you have beachfront access. So it's a really cool trail, really cool park. Take a day. It takes like 45 minutes to get out there. It's a hike to get out there. So pardon the pun. On a broader spectrum, there is also Scenic Beach State Park, which is a state park. So camping and stuff out there, people come from all over the state and out of the area to camp there. So that's a really gorgeous thing too. That's kind of, it's around the bend and out there. It's right on the Hood Canal. So if you can look it up on a map, you'll see exactly where it is. And all of that dovetails into my fifth favorite thing about Seabeck, which is just the peace and quiet. I know I kind of mentioned that in the last one, but what I like to say about areas like Seabeck, where it feels like it's just a lifetime away because it's just such a different vibe than like a downtown or even like over in Seattle. It's such a different experience. So I say it's close enough to be close, but it's far enough to be far. So if you want to escape and get out there, it's totally available to you. If you don't mind a longer commute to work, there's plenty of places to live out there. And it's close enough to town and close enough to amenities that you don't have to drive half a day to get there. So you get kind of the best of all worlds by being out there in the first place. So if you like that video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up, tap that little bell so you're notified every time I drop a new video. Be sure and subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend if you think they might benefit, and bye for now.